What's up, guys? Max Finn here with another episode of Fire or Fail. Now, the last few weeks that I've been doing this, probably the last few months I've been doing this actually, I've been really focused on great ads, bad ads, everything in between. But it seems like every week I'm getting more and more comments and DMs and messages from people saying, hey, can you really focus on the good ads? Can you just focus on what makes good ads good? And listen, while I think it is fun to kind of roast bad ads, talk about all the bad things that they're doing, and I think you can learn a lot from bad ads, I get why you may want to see more good ads and see what they're doing and learn from what you're seeing as good ad, plus me adding on to why it's good and how it can get better. So what I think we're going to start doing with this series, I'll still occasionally pick out some really bad ads and kind of rip some things apart. But just based on everyone's feedback, what I'm going to probably start doing more of every week is honing in on a brand that is doing a really good job that week, that has a bunch of ads to look at. That way it allows you to dive deeper into the specific brand, go into top ads, search them, and keep an eye on them as they put out more stuff. Because if you know this brand is doing a lot of good stuff, then you can kind of keep track of them and follow them over the weeks, months, and longer, right? Every time they put new stuff out. So that's what we're going to do. Last week, most of the top ads I focused on were from Mudwater. And this week, most of the top ads that I'm seeing in the top ad section that are really good are DoorDash. And so I dove a little deeper into DoorDash, and it looks like they are running currently 11 conversion ads. So what I want to do in today's episode is really take a deeper dive into DoorDash's TikTok ad creative, look at some of the examples, and kind of describe what they're doing right, what you can learn from, and then also things that I would improve here or there. So as you guys know, we're going to hit that share screen. We're going to dive in, and here we are in the TikTok top ad section. Now, like I said, the reason I'm picking specific brands is because I want you to be able to follow them. So if you want to do that, a useful thing in the top ad section, there's not a lot of great ads in here. But when you do find them, you can come in here and you can go to search. There's usually a search bar right here. It's already pre-filled out because I selected it, but you can actually search by the brand name, and then it pops up all the ad creative that they are currently running at the moment. So without further ado, let's dive into DoorDash and see what they're doing right. So we're going to start with the first creative that has the most engagement so far. So let's hit that play button.
I want to show you how I was able to afford AirPod Pros in 48 hours starting with nothing. First thing you're going to want to do is download the DoorDash driver app. After that, you're going to answer a few questions, and this honestly takes 5 minutes. Next, it's going to ask you if you want to use a car, an e-bike, or a bicycle. And we're in. As you can see, certain places will have promos for driving during certain times of the day, so if you time it right, you can actually make bank in a super short amount of time.
All right, so there we have their first ad. As I always mention, things that I like. This is a reoccurring theme if you watch the show. It's quick, it's fast paced, it's less than 30 seconds, so it's short and to the point. It's using green screen. It feels super native. It's not focusing on any one thing too long. It's got high energy just with the music, the background music they're using, the actor they're using. The hook is really good. So it has a really strong, clear hook, right? I want to show you how I was able to afford AirPod Pros in 48 hours starting with nothing. That is a really specific, I'm going to show you how to get Y in X or X in Y, right? However you want to structure that one. So if you watch this ad, I'm about to show you how I got AirPod Pros in 2 days. That's a really compelling hook for kind of the person that they're targeting to be a DoorDash driver, right? Everyone has AirPods. They're pretty expensive. You might want them. It's not too outlandish. It's not saying, hey, you're going to make $10,000 or even thousands of dollars. So it's an attainable goal, which I also really like. A lot of ads, the mistake they make is they make too big of a promise. Hey, I'm going to teach you how to get a Lamborghini. I'm going to teach you how to get $1 million home, right? Most people you're going to get some people, but a lot of people are going to be like, that's too much. There's no way I could do that. So I'm just not even going to try, right? So it's attainable, which is also a really good hook. So that's really, really strong. Again, it only spends a few seconds on this opening clip, and then it dives and it changes perspective. So now it changes to the app. It shows you how you start the app, how easy it is to sign up, how easy it is to start making money again. So it's really hitting on a lot of these really good USPs for DoorDash as a platform. So overall, really good app. A few things that I would change. So first one, I would shrink down. You don't always have to match the audible hook with the written kind of text overlay hook, right? Sometimes they can, that's fine. But this is also your opportunity to hit on 2 different ways of saying something. So you kind of double your chances of resonating. So instead of just copying, you can actually write something a little more concise, a little more, curiosity driven, This is kind of too long. It's going to be hard for somebody to actually read this. The font's kind of small and it just feels longer, right? So I would have shrunk this down, like something like, is it possible to get AirPod money in 2 days or something like that? How I got these AirPods in 2 days, something really specific and short and to the point. So I would have done that. And then kind of throughout the video, it's a recurring theme. The text is a little too long and it's placed too low in the video. So most likely the captions and all the overlay masking on TikTok is going to overlay that text. So it's going to be hard to read. So that text ideally should always be kind of center of the screen or up in the top of the screen. So that way it's clearly not going to be obstructed by anything. And then I also wouldn't use the white background on a white background. It kind of makes it hard to read. But other than that, I think it's a really, really solid ad. Let's look at this next one. All right, there we have it. Another really short, sweet, to the point, 10-second ad. Really 8 seconds because the last 2 seconds are this DoorDash end card they have. But yeah, this does a lot of things right. It feels very native. This look and feel and what she's about to do, where it's kind of pointing and then quick transformation, transition, really common, really popular. This is not going to feel like an ad to people when they see this. Again, not an audible hook, but the actual hook, the text overlay, is also really strong. How to pay for a week's worth of groceries. That's a better example. When I said the last one didn't have a really clear, concise headline, this is a really good one. So really specific, really easy to read. It's going to resonate with a lot of people. Right now, a lot of people are struggling. They're struggling with inflation. They're struggling with paying for basics like groceries and like gas. So this is really going to pop out to the right person. Hey, here's how to pay for a week's worth of groceries. Hey, I'm struggling to pay for groceries. I need to watch this video and learn how. Right? So really, really good hook. And then again, that transition, really seamless, really good. Become a dasher. Transition changes the color of the shirt, bright red shirt, also a great thing. Text pop-ups, work whenever you want, cash out daily. So hitting on some of those USPs, some of the kind of objection blocks of, hey, when do I get the money? So it's really resonating, really hitting. I think, a few kind of nitpicky things here. Again, their text is dangerously low on the screen. This should be higher up. I would move this become a dasher, probably up to right where her neck is. And then I'd put the text pop-ups kind of middle of the screen. I'd also hit out a few more. I'd like to see maybe 4 or 5 of these text bullets hitting on some of the value propositions instead of just 2. Like work whenever you want, cash out daily, make your own hours. Like I would have hit on a few other things they could have said there. Make at least, $500 your first week or $100 signing bonus, something like that. I would have hit on, would have been good. And then the only other thing I would say to make this ad pop a little more is visually while she's standing there. I think maybe showing her like doing this, but like in the grocery store, like at the checkout line, or like really visually resonating with the struggle for paying for groceries, like showing an empty wallet, going to the checkout line with groceries, showing an empty wallet, and then this, and then like DoorDash, her shirt's on, now she has money for groceries. I think they could have done a better job with that, but still really, really strong. Let's look at this one.
Whoa, dude, did you get a new car?
Yeah, I did. I got it with all the money I made from dashing with DoorDash.
Seriously?
Seriously. I just signed up in a few minutes and I was out delivering like within seconds.
And you can work on your own time?
Mm-hmm. I make my own schedule so I can work as much as I want or as little as I want. It's the perfect...
I don't know what's going on with the internet here.
You can work on your own time?
Mm-hmm. I make my own schedule so I can work as much as I want or as little as I want. It's the perfect side gig if you're trying to save up for something.
Well, geez, I gotta start dashing.
Yeah, you should sign up.
All right, I'll see ya.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one also again feels very native. It's almost like almost feels like a Daniel Mack style video of him like going up to people in cars and like asking them what they do for a living. So yeah, that feels really natural. Again, it hits on, hey, you got a new car with your DoorDash money. The one thing I would say here, again, it's under 30 seconds, which is good. I think this could have been a little faster paced. I think it could have had more cuts. I think like I would have gone full Daniel Mack here and I would have shown her like in the car, like maybe stopped at a stoplight or at a gas station and like him running up, really playing into that. Because when people see that style, like that exact thing happening, it really resonates, that Daniel Mack style. So I would have really piggybacked on that and leaned into it a little harder than this. I also would have had some, text overlays. You guys know I'm a big fan of text overlays and subtitles. I think using the default subtitles, I'm not a huge fan of because they're not really easy to read. They don't really pop out. They don't grab your attention. So I would have used some cool text overlays, subtitles, opening text overlay, more cuts, and then lean into the Daniel Mac style to make this ad pop a little more, but still pretty good. Let's check this one out. We'll check out one or two more. We'll see after this one.
As a Dasher, I get to be my own boss, make my own schedule, and keep 100% of my tips. Download the DoorDash driver app today.
That's a great ad. This is a great native TikTok ad right here. So again, this opening, how it felt to work a 9-to-5, typical 9-to-5 job. You get the curiosity going there. So great opening text overlay. And then showing her like she looks like everything's going fine. And then really good reactions to these text pop-ups. Mean boss, long hours, all these things people can relate to. No tips that people don't like. I think they probably could have made each one of those a little faster, but still that's a really, really solid open. I also would have added a cleaner transition to like, these are the things like that you don't like about not being your own boss, to DoorDash to making DoorDash the thing. It kind of just all of a sudden she's like doing this. So I think they could have done a cleaner transition, but kind of like somebody coming in and saying like, why don't you try this, and throwing the shirt at her and doing the shirt transition and then showing her walking in and, delivering. But yeah, it's still good quick cuts, good transitions, not staying on anyone's scene too long, showing the full process, how easy it is, hitting on the value propositions. Pretty solid ad other than that. All right, let's look at one more here. This one looks interesting.
So I saw this DoorDash ad on TikTok saying how you can earn money just by driving around. And turns out it's actually that easy. No boss, no schedule, and you can cash out as soon as your shift is over. So download the DoorDash driver app today and start making money.
Awesome ad. A very popular style of creative, also just a popular style of content on Instagram, on Reels, and TikTok is either people doing notebooks, like actually in their notebooks with a tablet, or whiteboarding, showing people like kind of mapping out things in a fun way. The opening angle of like seeing this ad on TikTok is also becoming very popular, where people are doing basically like TikTok ad reaction videos as the ad itself. Because reaction videos are very popular. As you guys know, I do this whole series every week because it's a reaction video. So great angle, great opening hook, fun, different visual of showing her whiteboarding, keeping you engaged and interested the whole way through. So I saw this DoorDash ad. I think the opening text overlay is fine. How you can earn money driving around. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have anything to say here to like make this better. I think this is a really, really good ad, and I'm sure it's performing very well. So yeah, let's look at those. Are 5 good ones. We're at the 13-minute mark. I'm trying to get these a little shorter. I feel like I do these get a little long and I lose you. So we'll do 5 tonight. So we'll end with 5. But again, there we have the DoorDash breakdown. Let me know in the comments below after you subscribe, as usual. Once you hit the subscribe button here, let me know in the comments below if you like this newer format, where instead of covering great ads, bad ads, and kind of mixing it up, instead of just taking it and then, I don't know where I'm going here. Instead of just looking at great ads or bad ads, going deeper into one brand doing good stuff. If you like this new format, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make this kind of the regular theme. And like I said, make sure to hit the subscribe button there, hit the bell so you get all my fire or fail videos, and I'll see you on the next one.